Good morning students. This is 11th standard botany video class, video 5. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson reproductive morphology. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen what is cymose inflorescence, what are the characteristic features of cymose inflorescence, and their different types of cymose inflorescence. That is simple dichasium, monochasium and its type, compound dichasium, and also polychasial cyme. So these are all the different types of cyme inflorescence with the example we have seen in the previous video class. Dear students, now we are going to see another type of inflorescence, that is mixed inflorescence and special type of inflorescence in this video. Dear students, see the next type, that is mixed inflorescence. It is divided into different types. One is thyrsus, another one is the verticillaster inflorescence. Another one, special inflorescence. It is divided into three types: cyathium, hypanthoddium, cynanthium are the three different types of special inflorescence. Now, we are going to see different types of mixed inflorescence, that is thyrsus and verticillaster. Dear students, this is the mixed type of inflorescence which consists of both racemose arrangement and cymose arrangement of development occur in the same inflorescence axis in a mixed manner, that is known as mixed inflorescence. It is divided into two types. First one, thyrsus. Dear students, it is otherwise known as raceme of cyme. Why it's said to be raceme of cyme? That means the central axis showing the indefinite growth, that means unlimited growth. So unlimited growth is the characteristic features of racemose inflorescence. And also in the lateral side it produces pedicellate cyme flowers. Pedicellate means the flowers with a stalk. Cyme means the flowers are end with a three simple inflorescence. At the tip they are having the matured flower. In the lateral side it contains the young flowers or buds. So entire lateral branch inflorescence bears how many flowers? 3 flowers, isn't it? So that is said to be raceme of cyme or thyrsus. See the bracket. The arrangement of the cyme which are showing simple cyme or compounded dichassia. Compounded dichassia means only one, both the side they are showing the branches in a zigzag manner, isn't it? That is said to be compounded dichassia. Example, ocimum, anisomeles. Ocimum in English name is tulasi. Binomial name is ocimum. See the diagrammatic representation. Main axis, the lateral branches which are arranged in the form of acropetal succession. What is acropetal? At the base, matured branch. See the last one, it is a matured branch. When grow towards the apex or a tip, they are showing the younger branches. Then the lateral branches which possess the pedicellate long stalk which bears the flowers. See the branches, 3 flowers are arranged from the base towards the apex. At the tip, main axis, central axis end with a matured flower. The lateral branches which are having the young flowers. That is the cyme arrangement. So both raceme arrangement as well as the cyme arrangement present in the inflorescence type is known as mixed. Example, thyrsus. The type of the mixed is thyrsus. Example is ocimum. See, the second diagram is the example of thyrsus, that is ocimum. Dear students, the second type is verticil or verticillaster. Dear students, main axis bears two opposite lateral sessile cyme at the axil of the node. That means from the axial region of the node, they are producing the lateral branches, both of them arranged in a opposite direction, which contains sessile cyme. Sessile means without stalk. Cyme arrangement of a flowers. Each of the lateral branches produces the monochasial scarpioid cyme. Monochasial scarpioid means only one side they are producing the flowers, isn't it? It forms a curved nature or coiled structure. We have seen in the monochasial scarpioid cyme. Then the lateral branches contains flowers. So around the node region, the flowers are arranged in the form of crowded region or a crown, round mari flower. That type of inflorescence is known as verticil or verticillaster. Example, Leonotis. Another one is the Leucas aspera. So Leucas aspera in Tamil, it is known as Tumbai Chedi, is the example of verticillaster. See the central axis, main axis end with matured flowers. Then the lateral branches, the flowers are arranged are produced in only one side. That is said to be monochasial scarpioid cyme. So the entire nodal region is covered with flowers. See, the second diagram is the example of verticillaster, that is Leucas aspera, Tumbachedi. So this is not a Leucas aspera, this is the Leonotis. Leucas aspera, it produces the white color flower, isn't it? Tumbapu, it is used for cure the cough. Irumalukku பயன்படுத்துவாங்க. So here it is a orange color. Flowers are arranged around the nodal region. Example, Leonotis is the example of verticil or verticillaster inflorescence. Dear students, up to this we have seen mixed type of inflorescence, that is thyrsus. Example, ocimum, tulasi. Another one, verticillaster. Example, Leucas aspera, that is Tumbai Chedi. Next one, special inflorescence. Dear students, in this type, the inflorescence that does not show or do not show any kind of the developmental pattern, does not show decimose pattern or cymose pattern. They are showing a newly formed pattern, that is known as special inflorescence. It is divided into three types: cyathium, hypanthoddium and synanthium. First one, we are going to see cyathium inflorescence. Dear students, in this cyathium inflorescence, unisexual flowers are arranged in a cup-shaped bract, is known as involucre. Dear students, in the head inflorescence, we have seen flowers are produced from the bract. So these bracts are joined together to form a disc-shaped or cup-shaped structure, is known as involucre. So here in this cyathium inflorescence, many small unisexual flower, unisexual means male flower separate, female flower separate. So many small unisexual flowers are enclosed by a cup-shaped involucre, which forms a, or it's look like a, mimic means it's look like a single flower, but it is the entire inflorescence which contains many flowers, but all the unisexual flowers are located inner side of the cup-shaped involucre. So, at the far distance, if you are seeing the inflorescence, it looks like a single flower. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the special type of inflorescence, this cyathium. The entire inflorescence axis looks like a single flower, but it contains many unisexual flowers. Okay. So here the male flowers are organized in a scorpioid manner. So scorpioid manner means, so the flowers are arranged, it may be in only one direction, or it is formed in the form of zigzag manner. Scorpioid, monochasial scorpioid, sine manner. They are arranged inside the involucre of cyathium inflorescence. Dear students, many male flowers are arranged or organized in a scorpioid manner, but at the center of the involucre, they contains solitary, that means only one or single female flower with a long pedicel. That means the stalk of a flower is lengthier, that is said to be long pedicel. Only one female flower, that means solitary, located at the center with a long pedicel. At the same time, male flowers, that is unisexual flowers, that is male flower and female flower. Male flowers are arranged in a scorpioid manner and also at many male flowers. This many male flowers which is represented, or it contains only one stamen. Only one stamens are present in the male flower. Likewise, female flower is also contains only one pistil. So this cyathium inflorescence may be actinomorphic. So actinomorphic means if a flower which is divided into any plane or any radial lines, it is divided into two equal half with equal parts. That is said to be, the cyathium may be actinomorphic. Example, euphorbia. The diagram I showed in the previous page is the, so this is the example of euphorbia species. Another one, the cyathium inflorescence may be zygomorphic. May be actinomorphic means it is divided into two equal half with equal floral parts. Another one, zygomorphic, it can able to divide only one median plane with only two equal half. That is said to be zygomorphic. Example, Pedilanthus. Then, at the mouth of the involucre, nectar secreting gland is also present to attract the insects for pollination. This is the cyathium inflorescence. See the first diagram. A green color portion which is look like a cup-shaped structure is known as involucre. Then at the center, they are having many male flowers which contains only one stamen at the tip. Then at the center, they are having only one female flower with a long pedicel. That is said to be the cyathium inflorescence. Example, euphorbia. The next diagram is the entire inflorescence of the cyathium flower, which look like a single flower or mimic as a single flower, is the best example of cyathium inflorescence. Another special type of inflorescence is hypanthodium. Here, receptacle. What is receptacle? I told you in the previous video class. The place in which all the floral pods are located is known as receptacle. I also showed the example for rose. If you remove the petals of the rose flower, we can able to see a oval shaped disc like small stalk like portion that is known as receptacle. In this hypanthodium, the receptacle is hollow. That means centrally it's look like a gap. And the structure is look like globose, which contains unisexual flowers in the inner wall of the receptacle. So flowers are arranged in the inner wall of the receptacle region. The receptacles are closed except the tip, which contains a minute opening or small opening, is called a ostiole. This ostiole, which is covered by a series of bracts. In this hollow shaped hypanthodium, male flowers are present nearer to the ostiole, that means small opening. Female flowers are and neutral flowers. Female flowers and neutral flowers means bisexual flowers are found in the mixed manner from the middle below. Example, ficus, that means banyan tree is the binomial name of ficus, and a pipal tree, arasamaram. So, that is said to be the pipal tree. So, both of them is the best example of hypanthodium. Dear students, see the first diagram. This is the cup-shaped receptacle, globose. At the tip of the globose or a cup-shaped receptacle, a minute opening is called ostiole. At the center, that means the flowers are, many flowers are unisexual flowers and neutral flowers are arranged at the cup-shaped involucre. Then the flowers are arranged in different manner. Male flowers are arranged nearer to the ostiole. Female flower and neutral flower, that is bisexual flowers, are arranged middle below. Then the small opening of the ostioles are surrounded by a bract region. That is the special type of arrangement which is seen in ficus species, that is banyan tree and a pipal tree, is the best example of hypanthodium inflorescence. The next type is cynanthium. Here also they are having the circular disc shaped fleshy, that means always look like green in color, fleshy open receptacle, that means it contains many openings, that contains pistillate flower, that means female flower at the center, and staminate flower, that means male flower at the margin, that means periphery. Example, Dostenia. There is another type of special inflorescence named cynanthium. Example, Dostenia. Dear students, see the second diagram is the cynanthium. Example, Dostenia. See the oval shaped, fleshy, open receptacle. At the center, they are having the pistillate flower, that means female flower. Towards the margin, a finger-like projection, hair-like projection is known as the male flower towards the periphery. That is the special type of arrangement of inflorescence which is seen in the synanthium type of inflorescence. Example, Dastinia. First diagram is the hypanthoddium. Example, Ficus species. Dear students, up to this we have seen mixed inflorescence and its type, thyrsus and verticil aster. Another one, special type of inflorescence and its type, that is cyathium, hypanthoddium and synanthium with the example. Up to this, the different types of inflorescence is over. Now, we are going to see the another topic, that is a reproductive world. Up to this, we have seen vegetative organ, shoot, stem, leaf, and also reproductive organ, collection of a flower arranged in the common axis or a peduncle or a rachis is known as inflorescence and its type. Now, we are going to see the individual flower with its parts, and their parts, what are all the function they are doing, how they are arranged in the flower is the next topic we are going to see in this video. Dear students, see the topic flower. We all know that one, flowers are in different color and also they are producing different fragrance, that means smell. Then the arrangement and the function of a flower is also very different and also significance in a plants of angiosperm. The definition of a flower is, it is a modified form of a shoot. One more question. What is flower? Two more question. A flower is a modified, condensed, reproductive shoot. So why it is said to be modified, condensed means reduced, reproductive shoot. The flower only afterwards produce the lateral branches. From that lateral branches only they are producing buds. The buds afterwards modified into flower. So all the botanists, they have given the final definition of a flower is, it is a modified, condensed, and means very short, reproductive shoot. That means responsible for the reproductive function. That is said to be flower. The growth of a flower is limited. That is said to be determinate. Determinate means limited growth. It does not show the unlimited growth. It is showing the limited growth. So, the growth of a flower shoot is known as determinate. Dear students, in the lower classes itself, you have studied flower which consists of 4 whorls, that is calyx, which is always green in color. The individual one of the calyx is known as sepal. Another one, corolla. It is a colored portion of a flower which is showing the different color: orange, pink, green, blue, red, yellow. So these are all the different color of a flower based upon the whorl or a region is known as corolla. The individual one of the corolla is known as petal, flower petal, isn't it? Then the third whorl, it's said to be the androecium. That means a yellow color powdery substance which is present in the region is known as androecium, and it is known as female part of a flower. Individual one of the androecium is known as stamen. The fourth whorl is said to be gynoecium, which is the female reproductive part of a flower. Individual one of a gynoecium is known as carpel. Apart from that, a stalk of a flower is known as pedicel. The flower which are arising from the leaf-like organ is known as bract. Some of the flower, the whorl which is located outer to the calyx, that is also green in color, that is known as bracteole. Collection of a bracteole is known as epicalyx. These are all the different parts of a flower which you have seen and also studied in the previous classes. Now, we are going to see whorls of a flower. Dear students, the flower which consists of two whorls, one is the essential whorl, another one is the accessory whorl. Essential whorls means the floral parts which are responsible for the reproduction is known as essential whorl. Another one, accessory whorl. The floral parts which do not take part in the reproductive function, but they are also helping for the reproductive process is known as accessory whorl or helping whorl. See the paragraph. Which one is known as essential whorl? Androecium, male part of a flower. Gynoecium, female part of a flower, is collectively known as essential whorl because they are responsible for the reproductive function. Another one, the calyx, which is always green in color, first whorl. Another one is the corolla, which are showing the different color, and also second whorl. Both of them are collectively helping to the reproductive process, but they are not directly involved in the reproduction. Those two are known as accessory whorl. Dear students, according to the number of whorl, the flower is also divided into different type. If the flower which contains all the four whorls, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, all the four whorls are present in a flower, those flower is known as complete flower. முழுமையான பூ. If one of the whorl is absent, ஏதோ ஒன்று absent-ஆ இருக்கு, those flower is known as incomplete flower. Dear students, is an important 2-mark question. Differentiate between complete and incomplete flower. If the flower which contains all the four whorls means complete flower. If one of the whorl is devoid, that means absence, means that flower is known as incomplete flower. Dear students, next we are going to see the flower sex. So flower sex refers to the presence of androecium or absence of androecium and presence of gynoecium or absence of gynoecium within the flower, that is known as flower sex. First one, perfect flower or bisexual. Bisexual means both the sex organs, male sex organ and the female sex organ, which are present in the same flower, is known as perfect flower or bisexual flower or monoclynous. Monoclynous means both the sex organs are present in the same flower. That is known as perfect or bisexual or monoclynous flower. Next one is imperfect or unisexual or diclynous. That means male sex organ are present in one flower, female sex organ present in another flower. So, in an individual plant, male flower is separately located, female flower is separately located. That condition is said to be unisexual. See the definition. When the flower consists of only one essential whorl is called a imperfect flower. It is divided into two types. Staminate flower. Staminate flower means only male sex organs are present in the flower. That is known as staminate flower. Which one is the male sex organ? Androecium. So the flower which contains only androecium is known as staminate flower. Next one, pistillate flower. What is pistillate? Gynoecium. So a flower with only gynoecium, made up of with only gynoecium or pistil, is known as pistillate flower or female flower. Dear students, see the diagram. First diagram, it is the female flower. Calyx at the base. A stalk-like portion is known as pedicel, stalk of a flower. Then a small finger-like projection in a green color, that is known as calyx. The colored region is known as corolla. Then at the center, they are having only the gynoecium part. So gynoecium is the female part. So this flower is known as pistillate flower or female flower. Dear students, see the diagram. First diagram, at the base, stalk of a flower, pedicel. Then the first whorl, which is green in color, calyx. The colored whorl, it's said to be corolla. At the center, they are having 4 androecium, that is male sex organ. So this flower is known as staminate flower or male flower. Okay. Then coming to the second diagram, it is said to be the dioecious plant. What is dioecious? Dear students, male flower is present in separate plant, male plant. Likewise, female flower is present in the separate plant, female plant. That condition, that means both the sex organs are separately located in separate plant. For example, papaya tree, papali maram. So they are divided into two trees. One is the male tree, another one is the female tree. A papaya fruit which is produced in the tree is known as female papaya tree or female plant which are producing female flower. Another one, they do not produce papaya fruit, is known as male plant with producing only male flower, but they do not produce the fruit. That condition is known as dioecious condition. So both the sex organs are separately located in separate plant or different plant is known as dioecious condition. Dear students, see the diagram. First one is the bisexual flower. Bi, what is that one? Both the sex organs are male sex organ, male flower, as well as the female sex organ, female flower, both of them present in the individual flower. Both the sex organs are present in the single flower. See the first diagram, stalk of a flower, pedicel, then the green color part is calyx, Then colored portion is corolla. Then yellow color it's said to be androecium. At the center, the oval shaped body with a stalk-like portion is known as gynoecium. So calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, everything which is present in the same flower is known as perfect flower, முழுமையான flower. And also bisexual flower, both the sex organs are present in the individual flower or same flower, that is bisexual. See the second diagram, monoecious, that means this is the individual plant. At the center, they are having the shoot axis or stem. One side they are producing male flower, another side they are producing the female flower. So, both the flowers are produced in the same plant, that is only one plant. Mono, that means single. In an individual single plant, both the flowers are produced in separate branches or region is known as monoecious flower. So dear students, with the help of the diagram, we have seen what is male flower, what is female flower, and what is bisexual flower, and what is unisexual flower. Dear students, I hope we all understood mixed type of inflorescence, special type of inflorescence, and different types of flower based upon the presence or absence of sex organ. Up to this, I conclude my video. Remaining, we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.